I said, young man, I got me up. I want to let be live where I swear. Not easy. I've been rapping my own man. I get it. The market was doing. I'm breaking the profit. On my way, people calling me names. All the trouble I see, I do at the peace. When the suffering, the sources, I can't pay the poor. Only how I get paid. Sooner or later, my hustle pay. Let pay, and I'm rushing myself. Keep it cool. Everything have a CC. Too much rushing, I probably chasing. One day. One day. I get it cool. One day.
I'm also gonna pay one day. Any mistake gonna see my face. Meanwhile, I know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Any mistake gonna see my face. Meanwhile, I know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. Yeah. My mama was so worried. My papa was so worried. My friend was the money. Any mess that will come on that miss. So I on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this place and I'm looking for money. Looking for money, oh. Looking for money. I want to make mama happy. Want to make papa happy. Want to make all my brothers and sisters to come around me.
Yeah. Capital, why you know you also? Why saying the book by the Genesis? Shall come at the pie, why I feel be working on Wednesday. In my love for the my, in my love for the ma. Or in the dark, or in the week, or in the sun.
My mama was so worried.
No for air.
My papa was so worried. My friend was the money. Any mess that will come with a niece. So I on my way. 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 I on my way.
Armando, you are a famous star now. So what do you have to say to the audience out there?
Okay, well, to the audience out there, I want to say keep focused, believe in your hustle, and one day you're going to pay. And I also want to say a big thanks to my mom, who always been there for me during my struggle. Mommy, I love you, and I'm coming back soon.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show. We woke up this morning to 50 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Oh gosh, I got to talk about yesterday in Providence. It was beautiful. Oh, the sun came up. The weather was just right. I mean, I enjoyed it. I was out there doing some work, and I came home. I stayed home. I had to put on the fan in my room. Yeah, it was that warm. I didn't want to open my windows, so it's not time for that right now because you never know what will happen, man. Yesterday was so nice. Today might have snow sometime, so you want to make sure you prepare for any kind of weather until it's real summer. Okay, until we get to real summer, I'll keep my windows closed. Okay, but it was nice, 50 degrees today, and yeah, there'll be scattered showers and maybe up to 60 degrees for the high today. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Also, what's going on in China, my man? What's going on in China with this lockdown? Millions and millions and millions of people are locked down. Beijing, Shanghai, these people are locked down. They've been locked down since March. We in May. That's over a month. Over a month. Some of the people going crazy now. They can't stand it no more. And the president, she or Shai, came on yesterday and said they're sticking with the zero policy. He doubled down on it. No COVID-19 in China. So in spite of the economic problems, in spite of the civil issues and social issues, the lockdown continues. Okay? So my people, you're hanging there, my Chinese people. You're hanging there. Aluta, hanging there. Okay? The president said the COVID-19 gonna disappear before you come out. So, what's happening in Liberia? Well, yeah, yesterday they appointed a new guy at the airport. That's the big news, holla holla. We also talk about the CPP saga that's going on. So, my topics for the day are: one, when leadership fails, how far down will Liberia and Liberian people go? Two, collaborating political parties, CPP, Saga. Cummings hires the wife of former British Prime Minister Tony Blair to investigate the forensic document. And three, my people on the Buduburam refugee camp in Ghana. So that's where we are now. Let me take a sip of my coffee, and I'll get back to start my lesson. Aluta, continua. The people struggle, continue. When leadership fails, how far down will Liberia and Liberians go? How far down will we go? I got somebody you know very well to answer that question for me. Because that question too hard, and let me correct my English here. When leadership fails, okay, so I know all of us got this English problem, but you'll bear with me. Let me just correct it. When leadership fails, how far down will Liberia and Liberian people go? Excuse me, bear with me 1 minute. Got it. Let me see if I put it back on. When leadership fails, yes, how far down will Liberia and Liberian people go? That's a puzzling question. That's a very puzzling question. Because we really don't know. But I got somebody who really knows, and let them come and tell us how far down we'll go. Because we need to know this. You young children need to know this, that this leadership has failed. On both sides, the current leadership of the country and the people aspiring to be leaders of the country have failed. They have failed. I thought I alone was saying that, but let somebody come on and talk it to you so we can all be on the same sheet of music. Councilor Pearl Brown. Let me get on, okay? Y'all hold on 1 minute. Yes, it is a charade. Let me get her on, please. I'm sorry. I thought I had her on. But let's get Brown Boot on and let her make some sense of this thing for us. Because the way it's going, we have no clue.
Where's the interpretation of that? So, what do you make of today incident that's taking place?
It's just a charade. The judge that will take control of the court, the minister of justice that will take control of the evidence. God fishing in that. They will dash you 5 years. You stay in for the blue. 5 years. The only people and no go. That's how we run the country. We have the leaders coming up. That's how we run the country. Men, voters, God look at the people. Our forefathers prayed in their grave. They better you have them to be part of the state. Because you're still not ready to run government.
So you...
Whether that you are so surprised or you want the power in jail for the food that failed, the plan that failed. You are conceived the man conceived where you find jail. He has a complex case. The coming morning thing. I told you, if you have food this country, here we go, woman. We will better than this.
So, Councilor Boo, today the Freeman's document I was requested by the court, and Nick brought it today and said I was not the original document. What do you make of the incident today?
How you will start of this fishing? You fishing. I thought you might have problem on course, then you go to both parties. They just fishing, no cost, man. The people play with government. They play with government, and you don't press people, don't just have your time a day. And those are not too fast. You're supposed to be to the academic court. I think people in magistrate, and all the Obama, you see the man that talk about, I have made history. The first time of hard profile, President had come and I brought them to magistrate court. The man, gentleman said, can you imagine Joe Walker do this? The man making news all you need. So, it better we stay with Pharaoh in Egypt that will follow those Moses for the promised land because they are using Moses.
So how can you describe the justice system now you also of them off?
We got a good justice system. I started talking about justice 69 as a kid. I've been practicing it for going to 40 years. Anything they messy with our justice, anything they do there with most of people. And I am so Papa, Justice Papa and his best has stood the test of time. I've been around for the 70 years. In the cases that have been there, since the election, we stay in every room. But then they will go to some people. Because what your level of are ready. Because keep nothing. Because say you're still on patient. Because say yes. It's the first time in history. I got a hard program there to come to magistrate to testify. I'm so sorry for Border. And I told y'all, I will tell y'all for Border. Any solidity taking money to pay nobody. All the money that they pay the political parties and around, they took Border. They think I lie. They can communicate out when they. And at least our opponent left a voluntary radio and so bad. So they hear in the movie. How did you know that they were in the movie? Ask Border. Ask Chris Dorsey. What's your level of Chris Dorsey? He doesn't laugh. What's your level? He doesn't laugh. What is for prayer move? They were not lying. They think what you only 1 year they go to the top. I was saying, what original document now? Why didn't they come with it? But there's no original document, and there's no probable cause. So they can't see the smell from the court. I told the Minister of Justice the other day, I gave you a vote. You gotta take a draw, man. No probable cause. Bring an end to this charade. This is a soap opera. This is a soap opera. So do you think this case is going to be tried in the court or is it going to be investigated to the letter? Oh, they want to bring it to the court. I'm not going to see no people up there. Believe me or not, I'm not going to. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I say it today. If we had Justice Papa sitting there, and if we have Mutaji, who look prior to that justice ministry, we be chaos every day running on their job. So I thank God for them. By getting the whistle, you can take. So are you saying Justice D and that of Chief Justice Kobo had the way forward in making this case to have the right solution? Yeah, because when they finish, they take it, they carry it. September is supposed to get up. But if the case before you will stay there, then you finish the case. So how do you look at the stability of the political process? Come 2023. Oh, the political process is stable because these people have proven themselves. Let's be frank. They immature politics, not for amateurs, politics for pros. Pros look at that. If they couldn't settle, then they problem with this settle all our problem with the 50 counties that goes on ignorant by religion and heritage. Nobody ever, in fact, if I have a way, I will go and get a permit and call on it and property. Let us run them out of town.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was my old cousin, Pearl Boo, Pearl Brown Boo, attorney at law, counselor at law in Liberia. So she answered the question. What's wrong with our society? She answered it. She said the political situation is stable because CPP may not be able to shake George Weah. CPP cannot shake George Weah because she hit the nail right on the head. These people are immature. Benana Yure, Joe Borka, Alexander Cummings, Nemri Konga, Musa Ability, they're all immature. Because there's no way under the sun that these 5 rusted, crusted, old, useless people cannot get together and resolve the issues. There's no way. So it just demonstrates how bad off our country going. We complain about the ineptitude and the incompetence of George Weah, the stealing, the uselessness of that government. Then who can we depend on? We look at the other useless people fighting among themselves, taking Joe Borka to court. Now, Serena Cephas is right. He's dancing and rejoicing because this is the first time in the history of the Republic of Liberia a former vice president has been brought to the magistrate court as a witness. So Joe Borka is just an ordinary man in Liberian society. He has no honorable prestige no more. Because never before in our history has any high-level government official for our government been brought to the magistrate court. Joe Borka let himself be brought to the court. What can we say about this leadership? And that's what she's saying now. It was better that you kept the true party than to have these useless people running around with all these different parties. We don't need all these parties. We need one party. Look at the shit that go on in Liberia. All this useless stealing, corruption, evil. We can't tolerate it. Our country is not stable. Our country is unstable. There's so much unrest in our country because everybody wants to lead, and we cannot afford all these different parties coming up, and they're all immature. They know nothing but fundamental leadership and governance. There are only a few of us today that can lead Liberia. Only a few of us. That's why you see I don't put my hands in all these kind of things. And poor Boo and I, we come from the same school of thought because she said that I told you forever and ever this case was foolishness. This is a political case. It does not belong in our courts. This is a political matter. Take this thing to the legislature. Let them argue it all day and night. Let us sleep with it. But this kind of case is not supposed to be in our court. It's a charade of pure shenanigans. What's going on? Ludicrous. What's going on? A mockery of our legal system. That's why this case needs to be thrown out. And to see all these people that we look to lead our country and people to the next level are the very same people submitting themselves to all this kind of thing. It's so sad. It's so sad for our nation. But these are the things we are confronted with when we don't have good leaders, when we don't have people that stand up with pride and prestige for what they believe in. Do they believe in anything other than money? They don't. They don't. So we'll go on all this. Where is it going to lead us? Only the shadow knows. So that's my topic on this issue. You know, Purbo has answered my question. This leadership has failed on both spectrums. The leadership of the country, as well as those aspiring to be leaders of our country, they have failed. What hope is there for the Liberian people? What hope is there? What hope is there for Liberia as a whole? What hope is there? That was Councillor Boo was saying. With all the 16, 17 counties we got, and these people behaving like that, how are they going to exhibit leadership throughout the country when they can't even come together as a party to discuss their differences? They got to end up in court with this charade. And she said it right. I too am surprised at Benin Yuri. Benin Yuri is a destructive person. He's a corrupt, evil, destructive person. Because there's no way our country will be shaking like this with Benani in the middle of all this kind of thing. Benani is corrupt, and Benani got to go to jail because his leadership of Liberia has torn our country to shreds, and he got to answer for it. He got to answer for it because people can't just steal. Whether you die or not, Benani, you'll be tried in abstention. You'll be tried, and we'll confiscate your property. We'll deal with you wherever we got to deal with you. The criminality, the evil, the persistent destruction of our country that you have brought upon our people is too much, and you're going to be punished. You got to be punished. A luta continua. The struggle continues. My class is not only stopping. Let's move on. Let me take a coffee break. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the CPP Saga. Let me just bring that on and we see what's going on with this other group of people. Because these people can't get their acts together. They can't. So every day it's another issue. Every day is another issue. Now here we are, Elliot Cummings talking about he's bringing the wife of Tony Blair to investigate the CPP framework document. As I said on Twitter and Facebook, it is evidence that Elliot Cummings does not know Liberian people nor the Liberian society. And all the people, I've been listening to people, to Richardson, Dr. Richardson on Spoon TV. I've been listening to what the boy name and Lofa Julia, all of them saying, "Oh, it's good." Yeah, let them be. You can see that these young people, these people have no connection to Liberian society. Dr. Richardson and Lofa Julius, they are too Americanized. They don't know Liberian society because for Elliot Cummings, challenged by Benani Ewing and Joseph Boca to get up and get afraid and say he's going to America to go look for lawyer to come review the sovereignty document. For what? To prove what? What will they prove? That the document false, a true. What do you want to prove? You do not know strategy. It is clearly evident that you're not Liberian. And the people follow you from the ANC, most of them are Americanized. They don't understand Liberian society. Because what you just did demonstrates that you're a failure, Alexander Cummings, because Benani, you would then challenge you on the strategy of the Liberian society, and you have no strategy. You have no strategy. And they're beating you on strategy because Benani, you and them can go pay the boys in the street to come call you rogue. And you should anticipate that. You should anticipate that because all along they've been doing the same thing to you. If it's not George Weah doing it to you, it's Benani Ewing and Joseph Boca doing it to you. So you don't understand the mechanism of Liberian politics. You don't understand it because there is no way if you have people around you who understand the politics that Benani Ewing understand would be doing this shit to you. Benani would be running out of his skin if I were there. Because Benani when I do this thing with, they only do that because you don't understand Liberian people and Liberian politics. Because for people to lead Liberian people like this, like the way Benani you and them doing, you gotta understand the mechanism of Liberian leadership. Which is time tested for 200 years. That Liberian leadership Depending on you, to on you, depending on Cummings. And because you foreigner, you don't understand how to deal with the common Liberian people. You know how to motivate our common Liberian people. You run away now to bring foreigners to come investigate what in Liberia. Have you ever seen foreigners come in Liberia to investigate shit that is in Liberian courts? You bring in foreigners. What does it prove? It proves that you're weak. That you don't understand leadership in Liberia. You need to get rid of those people around you. All of them, they're Americanized. They don't understand the mechanism, the intricacies of Liberian society. That's why I hear you talking when they Tukpa, they will beat you. Yeah, he can raise money with the people in America and all of that they all click a crowd of boys. But when you come to the nitty-gritty Liberian people, Benana Yue and Buduburam will kick you in the butt. Far out of Liberia. And it's being demonstrated right now by the example you're showing by running away to the foreigners for help. It can't work in Liberia. It will not work. When you see foreigners come and look at our legal system, are you crazy? Are you crazy? I'm waiting to see what will happen. What will happen? But this is just another example how bad Cummings' leadership is. And it really shows that he's immature. You're immature. Instead of you finding people who can combat Benana Yue and Joe Boca for you following all the useless people around you from America and all of that who don't know nothing about Liberian politics. The leadership of Liberia is time tested. Benana Yue and people from the leadership of Liberia. You heard Pearl Brown Boo says that Benana Yue's father was in jail for the coup that failed. You know what the plot that failed? You know what the plot that failed was? The plot that failed was a plot to overthrow Tubman. It was a made-up plot. Tubman just wanted to get rid of his frisky boys, and Benana Yue's father was a frisky man. Daniel Yue was a troublesome man in Kingsburg. He was always going around causing trouble. He was that kind of man. And Tubman wanted to silence them and teach them a damn lesson. Because he was just like Benana Yue, felt like he had power. He could just talk anything he wanted to talk. He could do anything they wanted to do. So Tubman caught all of those frisky boys. He just caught all of them and put them in jail and locked them up and put a plot on them. Said the plot said they planned to kill him. Said they planned to kill him. And while they were in jail, they were frocking him. And that had Benana Yue conceived too. You heard that? Benana Yue, by his power in jail, he was conceived. So he come with all this baggage on the Liberian people. But Benana Yue is trouble. Just like his father, he's trouble. And he must be brought under control, just like his father was brought under control by Tubman. Benana Yue got to be brought under control. And Cummings lacks the strategic mechanism and people to deal with Benana Yue. He got such a lecturer behind. Benana Yue then will crush Cummings' lecturer if they ever try to stand up against him. You see, you come in the ring with monsters, then you bring the baby elephants to fight. Eh? You come in the room with alien monsters, Benana Yue and Joe Boca and all the battalion of Yula people and all the other people. Then you can't bring the children from America, like Lova Jua and Yasine and all the people that can fight people like that in Liberia. Are you crazy? Are you stupid, Alexander Cummings? You're dumb. Run to the Britons. See what I do for you. You're a dumb idiot. Run, you dumb idiot. Run. See what they will do for you. You're not a Liberian man. You come with your bourgeois thing. You think Ellen Johnson said it there? With the foreigners behind her? Ellen Johnson said can't do what Benana Yue can do. She just had the foreigners behind her. And people were scared. We just came out of war. But Ellen Johnson will fail too. And she will be punished too. Because you can't do the evil thing in our country and get away with it. You people come with your foreign ideology and principles and ideas and want to enforce it on our people. It will not work. You can go get all the foreign forensics, all the doctors and all the investigators. It means nothing to the Liberian society. What does it mean to us? If the Liberian court say we're not honoring that stuff, it's not pertinent to the case. It's ultra virus. Our system of judicial legal jurisprudence. It's ultra virus. What do you do? We're not admitting it into our court. What do you do? We don't want to see that document from Tony Blair's work. What significance is it to the Liberian people and society and our legal system? Get that thing out of here. So, Elliot Cummings, again, you have failed the Liberian people. You have demonstrated again your ignorance of the Liberian system, especially our political system. You went in the ring with wolves and you're a little bored. And you all the people behind you, foreigners almost from America. You got all the Americans coming behind you. Oh yeah, we think it should be that way. We think it should be that way. Oh yeah, maybe it should be that way. And you think that's how our laws work? You think that's how the laws of Liberia work with all the children in America guessing what should be right and what not right? You got a long way to go. And you better take heed and govern yourself accordingly. A better night that you then will run you out of Liberia because you do not have people behind you who understand Liberian politics as better than you and Joe Boca. And they will do harm to you, man. They will do harm to you. You play with them. Because all of you are in the same boat of immaturity. You can't come together. You never had intentions of coming together. I miss you. You never had intention of coming together. So you're coming from this shenanigans of a bullshit political party. And now you can't stay together. You're fighting each other. You got our country confused. The people have hope in you. Now you're not shatter all that hope with your foolishness. Now you run into foreign man wife for help. Like it matters to our legal system. It doesn't. Whatever the people want to do with you, they will do it. And if you're not man enough to strategize your own survival in Liberia or have people behind you who know how to deal with Benana, you, George Weah, and Joseph Boca, you will fail. A hint to the wise is sufficient. Aluta, continua. My class on this topic is done. Let me move on to where I need it the most. In the church. Well, we're back. You know my people on the Buduburam camp in Ghana got their own thing going on. And we keep asking you for support, man. I need support to build a sewing school and a computer classroom. We've written up a lot of letters to people. We've been asking people to donate. We need your help. We need your help. So these young people, lives can have meaning and direction. Just since we started this school, man, they have come together. They're working to big money. This is what we need to do. Our governments can't help all of us. Sometimes we need to rise up and take initiatives in our community for ourselves. And this is one of those initiatives. And I encourage other Liberians, look and see and establish the same thing in other communities in Liberia, wherever you can do it. It just needs honest men, sincere people who love their people and want to see them progress and advance. So let's go to my Buduburam camp, Liberian people, and let's see what they have there for us right now that we can learn from as well, because this is vocational education. And if you want to be a part of it, you got to understand how to hang with the people. Let's do it.
You can see the possible better to study. See the student. After this session, everybody waiting. Everybody busy. You can see the student line of the poster. Everybody now working on the poster.
No, I don't want to.
Excuse me, small. Hello, excuse me, small. That's it? Excuse me, small, yeah. This is what it break. This is what it break. This is what it break. You don't know. Hello. Everybody be patient. We'll go there. Still cutting the bread. We'll still go there. Yeah. Yeah. Just be patient. We know don't get overflow. One thing. Just stay there. Just be patient. Everybody goes there. Yeah, you see? Passing the bread now, the process, as they call it. Sure. Madam, I got a bread. Ketchup bread. Ketchup bread. Bread for sale now. That's it. Passing it. Yeah, you see? Passing the bread. Everybody passing the bread. Yeah.
19. Don't bring us here. Last 16, 19.
Yeah.
But really, no one checking yet.
They don't even no more. But I'm going to put in here. How many then? 19.
You phone the thing in, or you got to
More plastic here. Half a plastic. A lot of plastic cover there. Get a lot of wet plastic cover there. You want something else? You want something else? Available here.
You want to say? You got to see the number. I know. Someone that will be doing leadership.
Yeah, for him, I see you today. Nobody think I see you there.
Yeah. CEO right there. CEO is there. Are you there, CEO?
Yeah, not. Man, no, school by LSU. Most of them LSU. But CEO love you. But you love to see you one day. I don't know you. Why me? Not long. Y'all show love to see you, small man.
We love you.
See your love, y'all so much.
We love you too.
Man, yesterday night because of man, yesterday night.
We love you too.
Yeah, you know, say Ruth. Yeah, I want to hear from you today. Yeah. Good evening. How are you? There's a friend already Chesson. Keep patron listening to you. The CEO also want to hear your view. When we see a lot of brand the table. Yeah, we don't know all the brand name. In the K phone or shop brand don't know.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you today. Today we bake a cake shop bread. On Friday it was the wrapping shop bread. And today that the creamy tap cake shop bread. So we're about to sell today.
Okay. Were you like to use the big oven on Friday? The big oven, you don't like the music?
You see the big oven provided if the production is large.
That's the one. Yeah, one more sale. Yeah, the small oven, we're not seeing nothing much inside. We spend a lot of money, we spend a lot of dollars on the project here. You can see the oven behind you. No, it's very fresh and ready to work on it on Friday. Will you be happy to use it?
Oh yes, we'll be happy to use it.
And I'm going to excuse me here. Here you can see the oven here. You can take one bear, half flour here. Then you see here. Yeah, very big oven. You can see for yourself here. Or have two oven, get a little one, get a big one. Yeah. At the roof, we say thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much. You can see for yourself. All on the table. The sooner possible, better go sell it. You can see for yourself. All the students are willing to go sell. You can see. Yeah, I'm being a 3 pen of bread today. You can see here. And a 3 pen of bread today. Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are my people on the Buduburam camp in Ghana. And you can see that they're progressing. Every day they're learning something new. They bake shortbread, they have baked rice, corn bread or something, and now they're baking cake shortbread. Every day they're learning something. And that's because of the people who helped me put this thing together for them. I thank you all very much. And we can do great more. We still need to do the sewing school and the computer literacy class. I'm still asking you for money. Please send me money. For those of you who are with Citizen Bank, you can use their Zelle program and send it to karrodches@gmail.com. KARRODCHES@gmail.com. Or for the other people who use Cash App, it's right up here. Send me help, please. Let's get these young people together, doing some great things to put their lives together. I thank you, and my class is done for today. Have a good day. And whatever weather it is out there, take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Haluta! Continua. Have a good day. My show is done.